Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my Sker ritual videos. In today's video, I'll be going over my first official build for players that like to group up zombies and kill them all with a single AoE attack. If this playstyle sounds fun to you guys in any way, shape, or form, be sure to stick around until the end of the video as I'll explain this build in depth. We'll be using both Draig and Taranis for this build. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you have the bell on for notifications. On screen right now is the entire build, so that if you guys are curious, you have a visual reference for each individual miracle that goes into this build. The main powerhouse of this build, we're going to be using our ultimate, the Lightning Storm, as often as possible to be damaging and killing loads and loads of zombies that are around us. I call it the Firestorm build. The key behind this build is that we're trying to recharge our ultimate as much as possible and as fast as possible. And one of the miracles that allows us to do this is the Fire Strike. With Fire Strike, our aim is to apply burn to many zombies as fast as possible. And since that burn is applying damage over time to multiple enemies at a very high frequency, as a result, our ultimate is going to charge much faster. I'd also recommend using the SMG or the AR or even the LMG as your best weapon to spread burn by using this technique. Using these automatic weapons is going to allow you to hit as many targets as fast as possible, and the LMG probably the best of them all since it's the longest one before you have to reload because of the large magazine. We're also going to be using lightning precision here as well, because if you're hoarding zombies, not all of the zombies will be able to get hit from your shots up front. But if you increase the chances of penetration hits, then all of a sudden, you're now penetrating through zombies and you're applying burn to even more zombies you couldn't before. The last main method that we'll be using to charge our ultimate super fast is by using the Thunder Bomb, and we'll be using Elemental Fusion to convert the stuns into burns. Right here you can see throwing the Molotov is going to stun all these enemies, and because they're stunned and they're also potentially taking burn damage, we can continuously shoot our weapon that's going to deal out that burn damage as well to stack on and to build our ultimate even faster. The very last part of this build doesn't even use the ultimate at all. It actually has to do with a synergy between your fire elixir as well as the sudden death power-up. If you can get your sudden death power-up and you can get your fire elixir activated at roughly the same time, as well as if you have the fire elixir up to epic rarity, it's going to last the full 30 seconds. So basically, you can have a sudden death and your fire elixir active at the same time. And as you can see on screen right now, zombies are basically just dying as soon as you touch them. So it's very similar to, if you guys know Explosive Touch from Infinite Warfare Zombies, or if you guys are familiar with the Red Insta-Kill perma perk back in Black Ops 2 Zombies. And that's really all there is to the build, guys. The only other miracles that I haven't mentioned as a part of this build is just because that, in my opinion, they do serve a little bit better of a purpose than the Draig miracle counterparts for this build. Specifically, the tier 3 Taranis one does allow you to buff the damage of your Molotov potentially a little bit more because those lightning attacks can be turned into AoE explosions, but they're not really anything too crazy and they don't help or synergize with the main purpose of this build, so that's why I didn't really spend time talking about them in this video. But they are required in some way, shape, or form in order to get the tier 4 miracle, which is needed for synergy on the bomb like I mentioned previously. And that's gonna do it for my first build video, guys. If you guys found this informative or you guys want to give this build a try for yourselves, feel free to do so. Please comment down below if you guys are enjoying this build or even if you guys aren't enjoying this build, as community discussions will most likely lead to newer and better builds coming in the future. That's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.